Everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of tarot or oracle cards. I'm Brittany Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and the upcoming Shine from the Inside Oracle, and I am so jazzed to join you this Wednesday after my birthday on the full moon because I have received tons of new decks, and I can't wait to show some of these beautiful new tarot decks with you. So take a moment to say hello if you're tuning in live, where are you watching from, and what is your week like so far? I really feel like we are moving into that transition period between the fall and the winter, and we're kind of like in this like in-between state. And when we're in the in-between, it's really important for us to just take a break, to calm down, to remain patient, but also give yourself permission to just totally let go, to relax, and to refuel and to integrate instead of trying to jump into the next project immediately. So I just think that this week is going to be one of transition, one of rest, one of giving ourselves like permission to slow down. So I have 4 fun decks to show you guys today, and you're gonna have to let me know which deck you want me to read from. Okay, and as always, Facebook is a little bit goofy, so I'm hoping that this will, like, you know, your comments will pop up. Okay, there they go, yay. Typically I have to like make a comment for them to pop up. I don't know, Facebook, get it together. Hey Elizabeth, oh my gosh, hey Rachel, it is so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here live. Thank you for the birthday love. Hey Bridget, Haley, oh my gosh, so good to see you guys. Hey Brooke. Okay, so 4 decks came to me on my birthday. The first one is called Life Design Cards, and this says, weave a different story, a personal development companion and oracle for support and guidance. This is a really cool deck that my friend Brittany Harper gave me by one of the artists that she really likes, and the artwork is super cool. And they're just like mantras and ideas for you to like reconnect with yourself. It really reminds me a lot of the Shine from the Inside Oracle and the messages behind what we need to know to connect with ourselves. What do you guys think of this one? Oh, I just saw a bunch of mushrooms. That one was cool. It says, incorporate and value diversity. I like that. I'm thinking we might pull a card from this deck just because I'm so obsessed with how cool the art is, but I just wanted to show you guys that deck. And then my girlfriend Jessie got me soul cards. Now this deck is really cool because it's got all these beautiful roses and gold foil everywhere. So I'll show you what this deck looks like. All right, there is no guidebook in this one, and it is a traditional tarot. And all of the cards have this gorgeous gold foil on them. Super pumped about really getting in my hands on this deck. This is a matte deck, so it feels like velvet. It's a really cool deck. So that is a traditional tarot, looks super cool. The inside of the box, like I was saying, has like this gorgeous like rose print on it. The back of the cards match that. The next deck that I got, it's so good to see you guys. And any questions about these decks, and if you're interested in me pulling from a particular deck, let me know which one you are interested in. Okay, the next deck I got was the Yogic Path by Sahara Rose. This deck is really beautiful, and it comes in like a little case that you slide off. And it has a lot of gold foil as well, so it's got a little magnetic closure here. Then you open up. And the guidebook is really big, which is cool. It's like bigger than the cards. And it's also very beautiful. I'll show you what this looks like. So this is a Yogic Path. And what I like about this deck is that if you are going down like a woo-woo Eastern culture type of experience, this deck is going to provide all of the main topics and ideas and deities that show up in the Eastern culture. So this is a really cool path for any people who are going down that meditative yogi path. The cards on this one are really cool. Danielle Noel was the illustrator of this deck, and she's done the cards for Rebecca Campbell. She's done her own personal Moonchild and Starchild Tarot. I've done some readings from her deck. This is what the back of them look like. And then The artwork is super cool. Actually, this was the card. I always pull one card. So when I get a new deck, I always break it in and pull one card from the deck and say, what does this deck represent for me in my life? And I pulled the China Master card, which is all about transformation and transmutation, which, if you guys know, I am all about helping people transform from overcoming their fears and turning it into empowerment to go after their dreams. So this is a really beautiful deck as well. What I feel about this deck is because unless you're like very knowledgeable, like a Himalayan yogi out in the woods, and you know everything about it, this is going to be a deck that you have to consult the guidebook with. It's not like my Shine from the Inside Oracle, where you pull a card that says love yourself and you know what we're talking about. Okay, and then the final deck, we pre-ordered this and it came yesterday, I believe, which was like really exciting, right in time for my birthday. This is the Archetypes Archetypes Oracle by the Wild Unknown. Kim Kranz made this. This is probably one of the coolest decks I have ever come across. I'm going to show you guys what the box looks like. Check this out. So little magnetic closure, and same cool like guidebook that's bigger than the cards, but check this out. The cards are circular. I'll show you what they look like. So this deck is all about finding archetypes, and archetypes, as Carl Jung describes, are just like patterns that have emerged that every single human, it represents every single human's experience. So that's exactly what the Tarot Major Arcana was founded on, are these different archetypes, from the Queen to the King to the Empress to the Shaman. We all experience different qualities of the divine, and that's what an archetype is. Now check this out. So this is a circle deck. Check this out. So cool. Dun, 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 dun. And then the cards look like diamonds, which is really nice. And then the archetype that I pulled, so like I said, I pull one card from each deck whenever I get a new deck. The card that I pulled from the Archetypes deck literally made me cry. It was the Mystic, and the Mystic was known for taking darkness, swallowing the poison like Shiva does, and transmuting it into light and shining back all the darkness that we take on to transmute it, going back to China Master, right? We transmute it into lightness. So this is what this Archetypes Oracle from the Wild Unknown Tarot looks like. It is really cool. So each card represents a different archetype. And then I pulled a second card because, you know, that's how we do it. And I pulled Queen. I was just crying like a baby this morning doing my personal reading. So I want to know, which deck resonates with you? Which one would you like a reading from today? They're all brand new, so I am happy to break them in. So cool. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Jessica. They really are beautiful. Yes, that one. I don't know what that one means. Tell me which one. Archetype, she says. Okay. Oh, I saw that preview on your stories and it looked like the Wild Unknown. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Would love the archetypes. Oh my gosh, circle shaped cards. Okay, we're going with the archetypes. The circle deck. You guys got it. Okay, are you guys into the circle deck? Should I be considering my next oracle deck in circle shape? I actually received a sample of a deck that was all the moon phases as a part of an oracle deck, and I thought that was really, really cool. Someone just said the last one. Okay, it sounds like we're going with the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck for today. Ashley says, I've been seeing those cards everywhere for weeks. Should I just get them now? If they keep popping up in your reality, I would say go for it. You know, one of the questions I get asked when reading Oracle or Tarot is like, which deck should I get? Well, you should get one that you'll actually use. So if you keep being drawn to it, if it keeps popping up, then I say go for it. Okay, what else? Archetypes, archetypes. Okay, we've got our consensus. We're going with the archetypes deck today. So thank you so much for your feedback. And I just thought I can't like join you on Woo Woo Wednesday and not show you all these cool new decks that I just got. And before I draw, I'm just going to give you a quick update. The Shine from the Inside Oracle is in production. I am waiting, I think, another week or so for me to receive the physical copy for me to approve it. Once I approve it, then we are in print, like we are in print, and it is happening. So thank you so much for all of your support. It is crazy that we are finally at this point today. I finished writing all the sales page copy so that you guys can have like a peek inside of the Oracle deck and really understand how it's going to empower you to believe in your dreams and build your confidence. Okay, the circle cards are untraditional and unexpected. Yeah, that's when I got a sample of the Oracle cards that were in a circle, I thought, ooh, that's different and neat. So I'm going to shuffle with the intention for this new Archetypes deck. Actually, something is wants to come out. So many people ask questions about how do I get started? What do I do? And I teach all of that in Tarot 101 Masterclass, where I share all of my secrets on how to get started, how to, charge for it, how to read for yourself intuitively, how to read for other people. But I feel called to tell you that if you get a new deck, the fastest, easiest way to cleanse the energy is to hold it in your non-dominant hand. This is a big deck. It's 78 cards. Is to hold it in your non-dominant hand and then knock on it 3 times with the intention that you're clearing away the energy. So that's a very fast and simple way to clear. There we go. Okay, they're a little sticky because they're brand new, but it is the fastest way to clear energy without using sage or anything like that. Okay, they are a little bit sticky because they're brand new, but I'm going to work them in, and we're going to pull 3 cards from this deck. And again, it's brand new. It is not a traditional tarot, so I may even check the guidebook for you guys. We'll see what comes up. I think your next deck should be Isosceles Triangles. Okay, a card just popped out when you said that. I'll take it. That's fun. Or stars. Oh my God, could you imagine star tarot? Oh, that would be amazing. All right, what message do we need to know? Archetypes really embody personality traits and help us to get clear with who we are at a core level. So I am really curious to see what cards come up for this week. All right. What do we need to know for this week? It is hard to shuffle circles, by the way. Just so you guys know my feedback here. All right, what will you have us know? We have 1 card. Okay, there's the cards. Let me grab them. Hold on, I'm not gonna peek. Okay. They're a little sticky, so we got quite a few. We got 5 cards for this week. We'll just roll with it. So if you know a soul sister who would love to tune into this message, go ahead and tag them in the comments below. Let them know we are about to get started on this magic. Yes, stars. Okay, you guys like that idea? Maybe we should have a collective Shine Tribe Oracle where everyone contributes an idea that they would love to see in the Oracle. What do you guys think of that? I feel like that could be super cool. All right, let's start with the first one. The first one is the sword. Okay, I'm telling you guys, I don't know anything about this deck, so I can't do my traditional reading for you because it's not a tarot deck, right? So the sword, we're consulting the guidebook. This is what we do when it's new, right? A little bit different. Never use the guidebooks when reading tarot, but when it's new, you gotta learn something. Gotta try things differently. All right, where are we at? Here we go. Okay, this is what the contents looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. All right, the sword. Oh, there's a lot of things. Okay, 189. 189. The sword. The sword. To use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, then you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and a willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourself. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shaper of destiny. When light, cutting through to what is essential, and when dark, hasty, backstabbing, a dull and painful blade. I would love to know, how does this show up in your life? Does this resonate? I was thinking shaped. Yeah. Oh, diamond shaped. I like that. Okay, let me know how this card resonates with you. The sword, right? These are such cool cards. Now, all right, the next one that comes up is the Pilgrim. I can tell you that the Pilgrim is someone who is taking a journey, who is willing to venture into the unknown on the spiritual quest to discover yourself. Okay, what was this called? The Pilgrim. Number 20. Oh, good, they're numbered. That's good. 101. Okay, what do you guys think of this deck so far? 101. All right, the pilgrim. For the pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door towards a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon, your spirit needs it. Wow. How many of you identify with the pilgrim? So we've had the sword that says we're cutting away all of the bullshit that no longer is in our life. We have to have the courage to constantly say no and to let go. And the pilgrim is one that is on this constant inward journey of discovering who they are and how they are contributing to the world. Yes, razor sharp focus. Of course, that card came out when you read my comment. I love it. Hey, Heaven. Hey, Isa. Okay, next card, pulling from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. The animal. You know, all of us humans are part animal and part spirit, so I have a feeling that this is going to be something along those lines. Oh, there was the mystic, the card I pulled this morning. Okay, the animal is actually the card right in front of it. I wonder if they all three go together. We'll see. The animal. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine, the life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. My body has chills right now. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. Whew, I have like my leg hairs are standing up right now. Literally, when I pulled the Mystic card for myself in my private reading this morning, I cried. I really feel like this archetype book she has done it justice. It's a very powerful tool. Now I know why I clicked on this live. Thank you for joining, Caitlin. Let me know if this is your first time. Normally I don't ever read from a guidebook, but this is a brand new deck, so I thought I would like let all the magic from it come through since I am not used to it yet. All right, are you guys liking this deck? What do you guys think? Which one's resonating with you? Ooh, Christiane, I feel like this reminds me of you since you live in Hawaii. This is the Siren. This is, Chris was just talking about sirens yesterday and how we as women are an embodiment of the siren. It's a feeling of knowing that we are divine, that we are seductive, that we can use our power in a positive way to call forth what we need. All right, what is the siren? 28. Let me see here. The siren. Hang on, let me look at this little deal here. The index. Okay, the siren. Page 97. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in the spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters. And the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, down, down to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of the ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. So this is really about, when we start this inward journey of self-discovery, there's a calling, a yearning, a deep desire that you can't avoid. We can push it to the side for a certain amount of time, but there is this aching and this longing for us to begin this journey. And I believe that the Siren is that first temptress of getting us to feel called and allured to that inward journey so that we're not disillusioned by all the physical distraction. It says this card, when light, awaken sensuality, absorption, and arousal. When dark, wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, and instability. All right, final card. Anyone resonate with the Siren today? Bridget says, so damn good. I have goosebumps all over and my nipples got hard. Dude, full body chills, hard nips, like hair standing up on every freaking pore. It's insane. Last card for this archetype deck. Ooh, the Lovers. Beautiful swan photo too. The Lovers. It says, the heart, the beloved, the devoted. Pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. The lover appreciates experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. When light, connection, expansion, devotion, and awe. When dark, indulgence, attachment, and obsession. Wow. Okay. I kind of love this deck. I'll show you guys the cards one more time. Let me know which one you resonated with most today. The Sword, having laser-like focus, being able to cut through the bullshit, leaving the past behind and making those hard decisions. The Pilgrim, someone who's taking that courageous inward journey of self-discovery and being able to witness and integrate, heal, accept all of the darkness. The Animal, are you getting back to that wild freedom sense of being alive and tasting life again, getting excited about having that freedom of wonder and excitement and curiosity? The Siren, are you being called to explore deeper, to get more intimate with yourself, to connect on a sensual level with yourself or with a partner? The Siren is a call to answer your deepest desires. And the Lover. This is a card that is, I feel like it's the most enlightened card of the deck so far. The Lover is someone who can stay in this present moment and witness all of the beauty, despite the fact that there is still darkness and yeah, there is still darkness. You know, one time I asked my spirit guides, how do I, as a light worker, maintain peace and love and harmony in a world that is so filled with dark and anger and corruption? And the answer was very simple. And they said, anger breeds anger. So the Lover card reminds me that even in the darkest times, we chose to come here to shine our light, to uplift, inspire, and elevate. So which one resonated most with you? Hey Sharon, Christiane says, oh my God, this whole reading was definitely for me. Perfect timing to catch you live. It really felt like I was drawn to your energy, Christiane. Pilgrim, that was an epic trip. The Siren. Wasn't this a cool one? I'll have to use this deck again. I think this was really, really fun. I highly recommend you guys checking out that Oracle deck. So I have a little bit more time here. It was a different kind of reading. So I'd love to answer any of your questions that are coming up through this reading. Maybe something triggered or sparked an idea or a fear or a curiosity that maybe you'd like a little bit of coaching on. So I would love to stick around just for a little bit more time and answer any final questions that you guys have. Bridget says the Siren as well. Camille says, on the journey I'm presently on, I actually resonated with the sword, Pilgrim, and the Siren, all for different reasons. Does that make sense? 100%. I really feel like all of them can be connected and tied together, especially looking back over them. It's like the theme of that draw was really like reawakening that wild woman within you so that you can no longer doubt yourself, that you are okay with the ups and the downs, the light and the dark, and really having the courage to continue on this journey, even when it feels daunting. Like I said, I've asked the guides, what do we do? This place is fucked. And they said, continue to be the light, because only light will breed light and anger will breed anger. Pilgrim and Siren. Oh my gosh, so awesome. Okay, hey Ashley, any other questions that you guys have for me for this week? I would love to be able to guide you in any areas that you feel stuck, need a little assistance on. I love, love, love being able to coach and guide. So if you want to take this journey to a deeper level, if you've been saying, I need help, I don't know what my next step is, and I need more skills, I need that guidance, then please reach out for a private tarot reading. This is where I create all the transformation and magic. This is where I shine, and this is what my gift is to the world, is to help transmute that darkness, that fear, that self-doubt into empowerment, confidence, and belief that anything is possible. I just finished up my 90-day coaching intensive with one of my clients, and where she started, depressed, issues with the relationship, family relationship issues, like shut down her online business for a while. Now, today, we got off our last call and she's launched her new online business. She's healed her relationships. She was shining so bright. So sometimes we need that extra support and accountability from someone else to help us see our light, because we all are mirrors and reflections of each other. And sometimes we forget how amazing we are until that person comes along and reminds us, hey, you are worthy. You deserve just as much love as you're trying to give out into the world. Open up and receive it. Hey Sherry, hey Ashley, so good to see you guys. Camille, how did you, was this your first time? I don't think I've seen your name on here before. What was your big takeaway, since so many resonated with you? How did that show up in your life? All right, what else do you guys have for me? Rachel says, you helped me feel confident enough to free myself from a toxic relationship. So, so grateful. Rachel, I am so proud of you. It was so fun working one-on-one with you and seeing you build your strength. I mean, you literally had given your power away, left it in the past. You're like, I don't even think that belongs to me. And I know that after working together that you reclaimed that power and you utilized it and you took courageous action to free yourself from that toxic relationship. And when you have the courage to put an end, use that sword to put an end to what isn't working, that's when you step into the magic of manifesting all of those things that you've been asking for, that you've been called, that Siren has been calling into your life. Hey Deidre, oh my gosh, so good to connect with all of you. I love joining you every Wednesday here on Woo Woo Wednesday and sharing my wisdom and insight with you. If you have any particular questions, I love, love, love giving guidance and advice. You know, we just yesterday in the Elevated Life Membership Club covered creativity and unlocking those flow states. And this is one of my favorite topics because we are all creators. We are here to contribute our love, our light, and our talents and skills to the world. And when we're not doing that, when we're not in alignment with sharing the things that light us up, we find ourselves depressed and we find ourselves lacking abundance and joy and motivation for going after our big crazy dreams. So I really love being able to inspire you to believe that your wild and crazy dream is possible and that you deserve the abundance, the joy, the time, the freedom, and everything that you need to support you along your journey. Christiane says, woohoo, I'm so in love with you and I'm in love with me too. I love that, Christiane. You are such a goddess and you embody so much beautiful love and light. It's so beautiful to see. Camille says, no, I've been here before, going through a divorce and trying to be light instead of wallowing in the darkness, to come into myself again. Well, congratulations on your divorce. That means that you took the sword and you cut away what wasn't working for you. And when we clear away what's not working, we make room for new opportunities, new relationships, new experiences. And I think this is a beautiful time in your life right now to figure out, who am I? You know, I created my free Awaken Your Authentic Self video series so that I could help people discover, who am I and ask that very important question to begin that self-discovery journey, and then guide you along the process of uncovering all the fears, the doubts, and the limiting labels that you've placed on yourself that are stopping you from shining bright and tapping into who you really are. And if you were in a toxic relationship, you may have lost a sense of self, and this is your opportunity to regain that connection and that intimate relationship with your soul and yourself. Thank you for sharing that, Camille. I appreciate that. Can we have a private conversation later? Yes, we can. You can reach out to me through DM, and I'm happy to share, answer questions, or guide you to my private one-on-one tarot reading. It's the most empowering hour, empower hour, that's what it is, that you'll ever experience. And you'll walk away with tons of clarity and confidence and knowing what is that next step I'm here to take. All right, Camille says, it's sad, but I definitely see all the positives from it, all for me and my children from a toxic relationship. You know, 99% of the women that come to me for a tarot reading or coaching, literally 99%, I end up saying, it's time for a divorce, it's time to leave, like, what's the deal with the relationship? So many empath women hang on to toxic relationships for so much longer than necessary. And so I'm really, really proud of you for setting that example for your children, that when there isn't love, when there isn't support, and it's not working and it's not going to work because you've tried and you put in the effort, it is so empowering to show your children that you can walk away from toxic relationships, that you don't have to stay in a loveless, unsupportive marriage. Because think about what you're teaching your children if you do stay. All right, I think I'm gonna hop off of here now. Thank you so much for tuning in here on Woo Woo Wednesday. Thank you for all of your love and support. I appreciate every single thing that you guys do for me, and sharing the videos, the hearts that you guys put on here, the love, the questions, everything that you guys are doing is so beautiful, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. If you are someone who needs that support, please reach out for a private one-on-one tarot reading. Be sure to get on the wait list for the Shine from the Inside Oracle, because it is coming soon. I'm so excited. I cannot believe it is finally here. And if you want to join me and Chris inside the Elevated Life Membership Club to access the Unlocking Your Creativity Masterclass, then you can go to brittanycarmichael.com/membership. This is where you'll get 2 coaches and live training, yoga and meditation videos, and a private community for only $22. This is like the cheapest thing I've ever created, where I pour all of my wisdom and love. So if you just want to get started with that accountability and the knowledge that you need to up-level your life, the Elevated Life Membership is where it's at. So I just wanted to remind you that every month we have a new masterclass, and this month is all about unlocking creativity. Rachel says, I feel you, sending so much love. That's so sweet. I love how supportive you guys are. Thank you for tuning in, Sherry. Thank you guys for being here. I will catch you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series with Chris, where we join you every Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to share simple mindset shifts that create radical transformation in your life. You are meant to shine, so go out there and let your sparkle magic be seen, because the world needs that love and gift and talent and skills and the joy and the peace that you are here to create. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you later this week. Peace.